Jai Hind, dear students. I welcome you all in my geography class. In our last class, we have discussed about the land resource. We have seen various uses of lands. Then we have discussed about the how this land use pattern has changed over the year. Then we have discussed about the conservation of land resource. In today's class, we will be discussing about the soil resource. So let's start the chapter about the soil resource. Soil, the thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of the earth, is called soil. Okay, so what is soil? Basically, it is the grainy substance. Grainy substance means it consists of organic matters, minerals, and weathered rock. After that, we have to see what do you mean by weathering. Weathering means breaking up and decay of exposed rock by temperature change, frost, action, plants, animals, and human activity. So, how is weathering happening? Due to the when these rocks they are exposed to the sun due to the temperature variation. In the daytime they are expanding and in the night time they are contracting, and when this contraction and expansion it is happening, the weather, these rocks they are broken. After that, here about the landslides it is given, and a case study of a landslide is given, and mitigation strategy is given over here. So this is very important. This we will be discussing in our next class. Now we will be carry on with the soil. So here this is the diagram of the soil. Okay, so all have to draw this diagram, soil profile diagram. Here you can see various layers are there in this soil. The uppermost here you will find the humus and vegetation. Means vegetation is grown over here, the plants are being grown over here, and you will find the humus. Basically, what is humus? It consists of the organic matters, the decays of the plants and animals. There you will find the on the upper layer, and it is the most fertile. Then after that you will find the subsoil with the sand, silt and clay, and third layer you will find the weathered rock material, and at the end you will find the parent rock. Okay, parent rock means by which thus all this soil is made. Then what are the factors of soil formation? How this soil is formed? Okay, the major factor of soil formation are the nature of the parent rocks and climatic factors. So most important factor for soil formation is the nature of parent rock, means which type of parent rock is there. All over India you will find various types of rocks are there. Somewhere you will find the black rock. So the parent rock is the black rock. Somewhere you will find the red soil. So there the red stone is there, that is coming in the parent's rock. Now we will be discussing about the factors affecting soil formation. So first one is the parent rock. So if black soil is there, if the black rock is there, then the soil will be black soil. If the red color rock is there, then the texture, the color of the soil will be red only. So the main parents rock, it is of which color, it will determine the color of the soil. Then next is the climate, temperature, rainfall influence, rate of weathering and humus information. Then third one is the relief. Relief also, it determines the which type of soil will be there. For example, if you take a mountain over here, all the rainfall will be happening here, and the soil, it will be coming down and it will be accumulated here. So relief also, it will determine the how much the soil is accumulated. Here you will find very less soil and here you will find the more soil. Okay. Then time also determines the soil profile. Okay, by the time also the profile of the soil is being determined. Next, we will discuss about the degradation of soil and conservation method. So what do you mean by degradation? Degradation means how this soil is degraded, means how it is spoiled, how its fertility is lost. So various reasons are there. What are the various reasons? First is the factors which lead to soil degradation are, first one is the deforestation. First is the deforestation. Then overgrazing, overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticide, rain wash and landslide. So these are the factors which leads to soil degradation. If you are cutting large amount of trees, then the soil fertility is lost. If animals are overgrazing, then also the upper layer, because upper layer is the most fertile, it is being washed away. Then if you are using overuse chemical fertilizers, then also the fertility of the soil is being destroyed. So these are the various reasons which are responsible for the degradation of soil. Now next we will discuss how we can conserve the soil. Various methods are there for the conservation of soil. So what are they? First one is the mulching. First is mulching. So what is mulching? The bare ground between plants is covered with layer of organic matter like straw. It helps to retain the soil moisture. For example, this is the plant is there and here is the bare surface. So this, it is covered with straw. Somewhere with plastic also it is being covered, and if you are covering this, then whatever moisture is there inside the earth, it is being retained, and moisture is one of the important factor which determine the fertility of the soil. So first one is the mulching, then second one is the contour barriers are there. So in this you will be stone, grass, soil are used to build barriers. In village you might have seen, suppose these fields are there and here you will find the trenches all over there. Trenches you will make so that water is not coming, and if the water is coming also, it will not wash away this layer, so it will be preventing. So this is the contour barriers. Then rock dams are there. Okay, when water is there, in between you will make here rock dams. Okay, you will be putting here rocks and you will be slow down the flow of the water. So rock dams. Then the next one is the terrace farming. So in hilly areas, there you will be making a terrace like structure. So what will happen? So water which is there, it is not coming with high speed, and then all the soil, it's not taken away. So terrace farming. Then intercropping, different crops are grown in alternate rows and sow at different time to protect soil from rain wash. Then shelter belts are there. Okay, so what is shelter belt? Suppose this is your field, on the all the sides of the field you will be planting trees over there. So if the wind is coming also, then it is not going to wash away the soil which is present in the field. Basically the shelter belts, these are this type of practice, it is done in the coastal area. So today we have seen about the soil and what are the various methods by it is being degraded, and then we have discussed about how we can conserve the soil. In the next class we will be discussing about the various mitigation mechanism. Mitigation mechanism means what are the various ways by which landslide can be prevented, okay, or the what are the losses by the landslide they can be minimized. This we will be discussing in our next class. Till then, take care, thank you, and Jai Hind.